Good morning on day 50. Only 25 more days to go. I am now a few hours into the day, so my brunch, I guess, are these sandwiches with some Canadian bacon and mustard. Hello guys, I'm coming to you on day 50. I can't believe it. I made it 2/3 of the way. It definitely feels like time is speeding up. To honor the second third of the challenge, I wanted to give you a little bit of an update. First, I'm seeing the number on the scale consistently going down in what I feel to be very healthy increments. And second, and most importantly, I am definitely seeing a change in the way my clothes fit, especially the structured pants I wear for work. Once again, I want to revisit the questions I answered after the first third of the challenge, just to see if anything new comes up for me. So first, was there anything that has surprised me in this middle part of 75 hard? I think for this, the answer is a little bit complicated. So let me explain. I felt like the challenge has gotten easier and harder at the same time. On one hand, I feel like I've gotten used to the routine of it and I'm better able to tolerate the water intake. I have a pretty good grasp on what the calorie amounts are for different foods and snacks that I enjoy, and the workouts have become more of a routine. The effects of 75 hard are really impacting my everyday life in unexpected ways. For example, my sleep time and quality has significantly deteriorated because of the water intake. The fact that I'm inevitably stuck with a bunch of water to drink at the end of the night, no matter how hard I try to plan that out throughout the day. And then getting up multiple times during the night to use the bathroom. Another issue that I've come up against is the decreased energy level that I have. And I'm sure part of that is affected by the sleep, but also because I'm reducing calories while increasing physical exertion. And I think that has actually become my biggest struggle during the last 25 days. So as I'm pushing myself to do things, it's becoming more and more difficult and it's requiring more and more effort. And I think it's understandable. When calories are limited, our body is like, well, we should save what we have. So the struggle with my energy level has been real. There are days that I really just want to lay down on the couch and do nothing. I mean, I've always had those days, but they are more frequent. And now for something positive. And that for me, for the second third of 75 hard, is the fact that I can pull things out of my wardrobe that I have not worn in a while and they fit. Or things that I have been wearing fit better. And that is my underlying goal for this year and one of the big reasons why I started 75 hard. So this is very exciting. One lesson that I probably learned the hard way during the last 25 days, and that is to try and do as much as you can as early in the day as possible. I definitely see my energy level start plummeting in the afternoon. So the times that I don't get my first workout in before work in the morning are really, really rough on me in the afternoon. Therefore, that would be my advice. Try and get as many things done early in the day, whether it's the workout or really staying on top of drinking the water or getting your reading in. So then when that energy inevitably slumps, you are not left with a bunch of things to do. All right, 25 days to go. That feels so much more doable than when I started with 75. And I have to tell you, I can't wait to get a break. Ooh, guys, I have been craving some spaghetti with garlic bread for a while, so I did end up getting some today. Of course, this portion will last me for a few meals. Mmm. Good morning on day 51. Let's get this party started. So this afternoon, I had an unexpected visit from two of my friends. They brought snacks, so basically my dinner was a bunch of snacks. After all those snacks, I'm not that hungry, so all I'm going to have is this banana. Or will I?
Guys, being married is the best thing that I've ever done in my life. It is so
Hey guys, good afternoon on Memorial Day. I woke up this morning with a migraine, which put a damper on the whole day. My sister and I had plans to go into the city to visit a place I had never been. We walked around really pretty gardens with paths and views and awesome landscaping. Definitely a fantastic place to go for photos. And there were many people there taking advantage of the nice weather. Because I wasn't feeling all that well, on the way back, we searched for somewhere to stop in for lunch. I ended up getting a grilled cheese sandwich with all kinds of vegetables added in. But the most important part for me was the ketchup. I think I used up maybe 5 or 6 packets for this sandwich. By the time we got home, I was really feeling the effects of the migraine, so the rest of the afternoon was basically spent with me in bed. And now that the Advil has kicked in and has had some effect, I am out here doing my second walk of the day. On my way back from my walk, I stopped by the grocery store and got a few things for the week. I also got this big bag of chips, mainly because they did not have any smaller bags. Because of my migraine, I am feeling very nauseous and I'm having a hard time finding something that I want to eat. So I walked around the store to try and see if there was anything that would spark my interest. I was able to have about 2 servings of these chips. And I also had a few strawberries. I did try having a few other things, but all I could do was just take a bite. And unfortunately, it would just not settle in my stomach. For my snack at work today, I am having half a protein bar. I had the other half for breakfast yesterday. And of course, I'm working hard on keeping up with my water intake as well. Finally, a real meal with meat and potatoes. All right, I'm packing up for work. I am going to visit a friend right after, so I'm taking some extra snacks just in case. I have my protein yogurt with some frozen pineapple that'll hopefully defrost by the time I get to work, and that's when I'll eat it. I have some apples and a cheese stick and some pistachios. I also have refilled my little bottles of water. I have been pinging between different methods of water delivery, and right now the only thing that is helping me stay on track is having the water from these little plastic bottles. Before that, it was a big bottle. Before that, it was a cup with a straw. Sometimes I use my glass bottles, but right now what I need is this squishy small plastic bottle. Good morning. I'm out here doing my morning workout, my walk. I'm about half an hour in, but the sky suddenly got dark and I see thunder and lightning getting closer and closer. So this will about do it for me. Even though I'm not 100% done, I'll have to finish the last 15 minutes with a workout at home. All right, the storm has not really gotten here to where my house is, so I'm able to finish out my last 15 minutes of the walk. After work, on my way to visit a friend, I stopped and got some pizza, but I was not able to eat all of it. So here is my second slice with a side salad. Good morning. It's another morning walk for me. As you may have noticed, I'm not really walking the dog this week. I am getting a break, which is wonderful because there's so much I need to catch up on in other areas of life. I am unfortunately having another migraine today, but this is the snack that I took to work. It's 2 nectarines. I did not have any of that. And here are the pistachios I took as a snack yesterday. I did not have any yesterday, and I only had a few today. The nausea during a migraine is a real bummer. For my late lunch today, I'm having this protein bar. And if you're wondering why I'm having a protein bar for lunch, it's because I first had the idea to make some sandwiches, so I went to make toast. And this is what happened. And then when the fire alarm went off and I aired the kitchen out, I decided that instead of a sandwich, I'll make a quesadilla. And then this is what happened. So just to keep everybody safe and the house standing, I'm just not gonna cook anymore today. Hey guys, for me, when I don't want to do anything, the best thing to do is take a walk. It is a nice, peaceful evening with a beautiful sunset, and I am definitely enjoying my stroll. Good afternoon. On day 56, I am doing my second workout of the day, a walk outdoors. Sometimes what you really need is a sandwich with butter and mustard.